All right, so I'm going to talk about some terms that are really, really important, some market structure terms rather. So, firstly, I'll be talking on what an order block is. An order block is simply the last bullish or bearish candle after a particular move of the market. Now, let's go into the practical wise. Here, let's look for the bullish order block, or sorry, the bearish order block, which is this. But this is your bearish order block. Do you know why? Because this is the last bullish candle before after the bearish move. The last bullish candle after the bearish move. When the market took this sell, right? The last candle that was the bullish, like the other color, that's what we'll highlight and use for our POI. POI is simply point of interest where you feel okay, you're waiting for some retest, not entry. You're waiting to look at reaction. Most people think POI is where you if you just enter, just boom boom, just fire sell. No. POI is simply for you to just check the reaction. If you are okay with how it's going to keep going from there, you can take a sell or a buy. But now, in this scenario, you can see the other block was a bullish one after the bearish move that occurred. So if market is going up towards this place and we're seeing some rejection, we can okay say that yeah, the market is going to continue selling, right? So now let's look for a bullish order block here. A bullish one. I'm looking for a clean one. There are a lot of bullish order blocks here, but I'm looking for a clean one, something very clean. Very clean, very clean. Okay, yes, let's use this. This is a bullish order block. Now, the reason why I marked this is because this was the last bearish candle that occurred before the bullish move. You understand? The last bearish candle that occurred before the bullish move is known as your bullish order block. So now, after you saw the last bearish candle, the market came back here. Most people, as they just enters this period, they will want to take a buy, but you have to first wait for a reaction. So you can see when this candle closed in heavily, the next candle tried to form some rejections. The next candle now closed in, making it an indecision candle. That is more wicks and less body. So you can say, okay, there's a reaction that tells you that the market is going to buy. So you can obviously look at the buy. You can see it bought from here and broke the structure before coming down. But it's not like you just buy immediately. This can actually save you from a lot. You understand? So all I want to say is that for a bullish order block, you have to check for the last bearish candle as is after the bullish momentum, the last bearish candle, then you highlight it. You can highlight it with a tool on the toolbox. If you don't understand, they can watch a video I created on how to use the MetaTrader. If you don't, if you can check the toolbox by pressing this plus icon, scrolling down, you see rectangle, there's it. Then insert it. Then you can see it has like different directions you can use to drag or make it more wider so for better analysis. So you can wide it and yeah, to control your POI so you can watch how markets react in it so you can probably take your trade. So after order block, there's another thing I want to teach you. It's called the FVG. FVG is just the gap between two candles. This is a very easy example because I don't just want to be talking, I want you to be seeing what I'm doing. So this is a gap between these two candles, right? This is a gap, right? This is an FVG. This is a gap. So the gap is very small. This is a gap. This is a gap, right? Also an FVG. So you can spot many gaps here. This is also a gap, FVG. So the gap, an FVG is simply the gap between two candles. You can see this candle here, this candle here, and this candle here. This candle, the wick was not long enough to cover this side. Neither, and same with this one too. So they both gave a gap. So the gap is called FVG, fair value gap. Let's look for more gap. This is also a gap too. This is a gap. This is also a gap too. This is a gap. This is a gap, right? Now this is also a gap, but a very big one. A very very big one. This is a gap. This is a gap. So I'm just trying to use the rectangle tool to highlight them so that you can know how an FVG looks like. So you can even try spotting one, and if you do, you can just keep practicing until you get and find a perfect one. This is an FVG also. This is an FVG. I won't really want to use this side for an FVG. This particular side, because there's no wick, so I won't really say. Well, I can use it though, but I won't really use it if I want to analyze though. I'm just trying to explain what an FVG look. Just the gap between two candles. Same with this too. It's an FVG. You can see the gap between the two candles. Same with this one too. There's a gap. So I've spotted more than 7 FVGs, right? Let me spot one more. Yes, this is an FVG. The gap between this candle. You can see after the gap. Let me use an arrow to explain this. Sorry, not this, not this, not this, not this. You can see after the gap from here and here, after I highlighted it, you can see price came, reacted with it, and sold. So one of the thing about FVGs, most people will use it for entries, which is a bit risky. FVGs is just to like direct you on what to do after a particular reaction. So you can, if you are, let's say, looking for a bearish moment, a bearish entry, and you're saying an FVG, and market really taps in or clears, and you can say, okay, market have gathered strength to come towards your direction after your analysis though. It's just like a direction, not like you use it as your main entry. I think that's where most people get it wrong. Treat POIs as a reaction zone, not an entry zone. If you do that, it can have effect on your analysis psychologically, because if you're looking at it as an entry zone, what's coming in your mind is just to enter the trade. But if you're looking at the psychological zone, you're still going to do some analysis paralysis. I'm saying, like, you're still going to find out or make sure, okay, am I doing the right thing, or do I really need to take it from here, stuff. And also applying proper risk management. You can say, yeah, most people be like, oh, there's an AVG, let me take it from himself here to myself here. Understand? It's good, it's quiet, but most times it will clear out. So what you do, you can just put your FVG here and put your SL in a place where there's a market structure. It's good to put your SL instruction so that you can actually protect your account more. Understand? So this is how it is. Then maybe you can put your SL, your TP rather, so maybe 6. That's 2.24. Yeah, that's 1:3. Very simple. 1:3 is the best though, or 1:2. Anyhow you want to rate it, it's still okay. So that's how an FVG is. Very, very, very understandable. Very, 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 very easy to use. So I guess that's it. I work with more of the FVGs and other blocks for my analysis. You understand? Very, very, very easy and understandable to use. So I think that's it on FVG and breakout structure. FVG and other block rather. Thank you very much.